Imagine yourself stepping into a vast, forgotten library, a sanctuary of stillness tucked away from the clamor of the world. The air is cool and faintly musty, carrying the scent of aged paper and polished wood, a scent that wraps around you like a quiet memory. The towering shelves stretch endlessly into the dim light, their edges softened by decades of dust, and your footsteps echo softly on the worn oak floor, a gentle tap-tap that fades into the hush. Somewhere beyond your sight, a window must be cracked open, for a delicate breeze brushes against your cheek, carrying the distant murmur of leaves rustling outside, a sound so faint it feels like a whisper meant only for you. The light shifts slowly as the afternoon wanes, golden rays filtering through high windows, catching motes of dust that dance lazily in the air, each speck glowing like a tiny, fleeting star. You settle into a deep, cushioned chair near a corner, the fabric slightly rough under your fingertips, worn smooth in places by countless hands before yours. The silence here isn't empty, it hums with a quiet life, the soft creak of the building settling, the occasional flutter of a page caught in that unseen breeze. As you breathe in, the weight of the day seems to linger just at the edge of your mind. But there's something else too, a faint tug, a whisper of something familiar, a presence or a memory hovering just out of reach, like the echo of a voice you once knew, calling softly through the stillness. It stirs a quiet curiosity in you, a gentle pull to listen closer, to let yourself sink deeper into this moment. That weight you carry, it's heavy, isn't it? The endless mental noise, the constant hum of responsibilities that follow you even into your quietest hours. It's the deadlines that loom like shadows over your desk, the emails that pile up faster than you can answer, the way your mind races with what's next even when you're sitting still. It's the memory of mornings when you woke with a clear head, ready to take on the day, now replaced by a fog of to-dos that cling to you like damp cloth. Or maybe it's the small, aching moments, glancing at your children and realizing how fast they've grown while you've been buried in work, wondering if you've missed too much. It's the quiet regret of not calling a friend back, of letting a moment slip because there just wasn't time. There's a fatigue that settles into your bones, a longing for a pause, a space to breathe without the world pressing in. You feel it in the way your shoulders tense without you noticing, in the way silence feels like a luxury you can't afford. And yet, in this library, amidst the stillness, there's that whisper again, something or someone from long ago, a voice or a feeling brushing against the edges of your thoughts, growing just a little clearer, as if it's been waiting for you to notice. It tugs at your heart with a gentle promise, a hint of peace you can't quite name yet, urging you to stay, to listen, to let go just for a while. And then, from the quiet shadows between the shelves, a familiar presence emerges. It's Arthur, your old friend from school days, the librarian who always seemed to know where to find the best stories, the quiet soul who could turn any rainy afternoon into an adventure of the mind. His voice is as warm and steady as you remember, soft as the rustle of turning pages, close enough that it feels like he's sitting right beside you. "I've been waiting for you," he says, his words carrying the faint crackle of age, like parchment unfolding after years. This place hasn't changed, has it? Still smells of ink and old dreams. Around you, the library seems to hum with his presence, the soft tap of his fingers brushing a dusty spine, the faint creak of his chair as he leans closer. He guides you back, his voice weaving memories as vivid as the shelves around you. Remember that rainy afternoon when we hid in the back corner, reading tales of far-off lands, the patter of rain against the window like a secret code only we understood. The air was cool then, too, and you could smell the damp earth through the open window, mixed with the sharp tang of fresh ink on the pages we shared. Or that winter day when we found that hidden nook behind the history section, the radiator humming softly as we whispered about our grand plans, the warmth of hot cocoa still lingering on your tongue, the scratch of wool from your sweater against your chin. And then there was that spring morning when the library was empty save for us, sunlight streaming in like liquid gold, catching the dust in the air as we laughed over something small, something silly, the scent of blooming lilacs drifting in, a memory of lightness before the world grew so heavy. Arthur's voice dips lower, a thread of something deeper weaving through his words. "There's one memory I've kept for you," he murmurs, "something we shared that I think you're ready to remember now. Something that'll remind you of the quiet strength you've always had." His words linger, a promise hanging in the air, wrapped in the soft rustle of pages turning somewhere nearby, the distant sigh of the breeze through the window, drawing you closer to that hidden recollection. Let me sit with you now, just for a while longer, and ease that weight you've been carrying. You don't have to hold it all alone, not here, not in this moment. I see how hard you fought to keep everything together, the long hours at work, the late nights worrying over bills or a child's future, the way you push through even when your mind begs for rest. You're stronger than you realize, but strength doesn't mean you can't rest. Let the noise fade, just for now. Let the deadlines and the pressures drift away like leaves on a slow stream, their edges softening in the current. You've done enough today, more than enough. I'm proud of you for showing up, for carrying on even when it feels like too much. And I want you to know that this mental noise, this constant hum, it doesn't define you. It's just a storm passing through, and beneath it, there's still the quiet core of who you are, untouched, waiting for you to return to it. That memory I mentioned, the one we shared, it's from a day when we sat right here, in this very library, after you'd aced a test you'd been dreading for weeks. We didn't say much, just sat in silence, watching the afternoon light fade, the air cool and sharp with the promise of evening. You smiled then, a real, unburdened smile, and I remember thinking how at peace you looked, how the weight of the world seemed to lift off you, just for that hour. You felt it then, that lightness, that stillness, and it's still in you now. It's not gone, it's just waiting for you to claim it again. Life, you see, is like these old books around us. Some chapters are heavy, filled with ink so dark it stains the page, but others are light, written in whispers, meant to be savored. And time, it doesn't steal from us, it reshapes. The pressures you feel now, they'll shift, just as the seasons do, just as the light in this library shifts from gold to amber to dusk. You're not meant to carry the storm forever. You're meant to weather it, to find the quiet spaces between the rain. Look around you, feel the coolness of the air on your skin. Hear the faint rustle of leaves outside. The same leaves that whispered to us in that first moment you stepped in here. They're reminding you that peace isn't something you chase. It's something you allow. Let it in now, bit by bit, breath by breath, until the noise softens to a hum, and the hum softens to silence. As the light in this library dims further, casting long, gentle shadows across the shelves, I'll leave you to this stillness, my friend. I'm so glad we could sit together, just as we used to, letting the world wait outside these walls. The air feels softer now, doesn't it? A quiet warmth settling over you, like the last glow of sunset through the window. The faint scent of old paper lingering like a comforting embrace. The shelves stand as silent guardians around you, their edges blurring into the dusk, and the distant murmur of leaves outside fades to a whisper, a lullaby meant just for you. I'll step back now, my presence fading like a soft breath, like the last turn of a page before sleep. But I'm never far, always here in the quiet corners of this place, waiting if you need me. We've walked through the noise together today, through the weight and the memories, and I hope you feel a little lighter, a little more at peace. Before I go, I'd love to hear from you, even if it's just a thought shared in the quiet below. Tell me of a moment that lingers in your heart, a memory of stillness that holds you when the world grows loud. Until we meet again, rest here in this old library where the whispers never fade, and let the stillness carry you gently into calm. Goodbye, my friend.